All right, y'all. We're really hoping for better connection right now. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong. Um, but I need to emphasize how sick racism is. It is a fucking illness. It's sick. And it was placed here. Racism is not real. And y'all know I always give y'all examples and background, and I'm going to. For those that have been tuning in, you've heard everything thus far, but you know I have to bring it back. Racism is not real. It was placed here. You know, when we leave, we get reincarnated. For example, we got reincarnated into a white person. Or for white people, for example, you got reincarnated into a black person. You are still going to be the breath on the inside. You are still going to be the breath on the inside. You just won't have this outer exterior anymore. Y'all know that. Some people could be reincarnated into animals and so on and so forth. You are still the breath on the inside. You shed this outer exterior. So who's to say your outer exterior in the next life won't be white or black? And we sitting here hating the next, not understanding what the fuck is going on. Please acknowledge that the system is not designed to help us flourish and grow. We know that. So why would we partake in any activities that the system has going on? They show us on social media, they show us the cops killing the black kids. We see that, we manifest that, it continues to grow, right or wrong. I know y'all have seen the post and the statuses saying, don't give the hurricane your energy, because if you give it your energy, it's going to continue to grow, right or wrong. It's the same thing with this manifestation into racism. And this coming from me, believe me, is deep, because I wasn't on this level in which I reached yesterday. Racism was still very real to me before I encountered this individual this morning. Racism was still very real to me. I was stuck, damn, how they hate us. We not bothering them and XYZ to this. I was trying to understand the shit out of it. Didn't get angry with it anymore, but I was still trying to understand it. Now, I understand it. Prior to having a conversation with Robin, it would have been hard for me to really feel. And I mean really feel, to the point where I'm like, oh, wow. From a white person. So, Robin began to like a lot of my posts this morning rather, like 5:30. I told you I didn't go to sleep till 7. So at like 5:30, he began to like a lot of my posts. So I'm like, all right, let me go to his page and see what's. And his page doesn't have his profile picture, so I didn't know. It's just nature. So you know that intrigued me already. So I went to his profile, and I seen posts. And this connection is crazy, but every time it stops, I wait for y'all. I don't keep going. So anyway, I said, oh, he's white. Okay. So I'm like, how could a white person be on the same level as I am? As far as this is concerned, they don't have melanin. They can't receive this knowledge how I'm receiving it. They can't give this knowledge out how I'm giving it. Extremely ignorant and naive to the complete situation, completely ignoring that family is frequency, and despite what color they are, if they vibrate on your frequency, that is your family. Do you understand me? If they understand you and you understand them, they are on your frequency despite what color they are. This connection, I'm sorry. But when Robin, and the garden's looking good, y'all. Even though no differences and no changes, she still looks really good. But when Robin began to speak, and he sounded just like me, he had the same ideas as me. He had the same goal as me. He had the same passion as me. He had the same energy as me, and I felt it all the way over here. What's up, Rondell? And I felt it all the way over here, and this was coming from a white man. This was coming from a white man. I said, oh my gosh. Everything in which you believed before this moment right now does not matter. This dude right here is a part of your team. This dude right here has the same goal you do. This dude right here is family, sis. And that white man did not mind calling me a queen. That white man did not mind acknowledging that my melanin made me slightly more connected to the earth than it made him. And that white man was so real with himself and with social media and with me that I had to be real with myself. And I had to be real back with him. It was then that I acknowledged that racism is not real. Yes, there are sick European people. Yes, there are sick black people. But understand why they're sick, y'all. They've been programmed. We have to understand why they're sick. If a person made you believe that you were so superior to people, you would begin to act like it, right? Right or wrong? Let's just be real. If a person made you believe that you were superior to other beings, you would begin to act like it. That is why some of them are still sick. That is why some of them are still living in their lower selves. We cannot take it personal that some people still live in their lower selves. Racism is not real. Let that shit fly right past you. That, when you experience racism and you see racism, you are seeing a person live in their lower selves, and racism is on a white side and a black side. You don't spread hate in any way, shape, or form. And when hate comes to your front door, you don't have to open it. When hate comes to your front door, you don't have to open it. And don't associate that hate with the whole cluster of beings. Associate that hate with that one individual who showed it to you. That one individual who is vibrating on their lower frequency. Not the whole white population, or the whole black, not even white, the whole less melanated population. Or don't make certain situations related to the melanin population. Situations are just those situations, unless you manifest them into being something greater. Good morning, Vanna. Right, it's a personal issue within themselves. Good morning, love. Good morning, sis. Look how high I got this phone up, y'all. Trying to talk to y'all. But anyway, like I told y'all, when I watched Robin's video, Robin is white, and he is 18, very young, very wise young man. When I watched Robin's video, it was at that moment I said, oh my gosh, everything in which I believed, like I said beforehand, was not real. I have been programmed to think that way. I have been conditioned reading books about slavery. I have been aggressive and angry and outraged and wanted revenge, and I acted that way. I continued to live in my lower frequency. Robin was content and happy with himself, and he loved himself, and he understood that he wasn't superior to anyone, even people that do live in their lower frequency. So I said, okay, that's a white person that I just got this message from. That's a white person who just called me. I don't know what's wrong with my connection, y'all. This Wi-Fi is insane no matter where I go. But like I said, that was a white person that showed me so much love. And I don't get that love from all the black people. I don't get that love from people around me now. I don't get that understanding from people around me now. So it was then that I said, yo, this racism shit is not real. This racism shit is not real. We can die and be reincarnated into a white person. Or white people can die and be reincarnated into a black person. And then what? Because you're still, like I said, you're still the breath on the inside. So if that happens, then what? Do you then hate yourself? Absolutely not. You find a different understanding. And like I told y'all, spiritual people follow the Bible, but in a different way. It keeps talking about God is going to come back. Yeah, he is. Inside of everybody that's waking up. Inside of everyone that is waking up. That is what they meant. You are either going to build or destroy. Do not perish away. Having a sick mind. Wake up and open your eyes. Do not let this system allow you to perish away with its idealism, with its beliefs, with its everything. We are in a new time. It's time to reprogram. We are in a new day and age, right or wrong. We are in a new day and age. It's time to reprogram ourselves. It's time to think different. It's time to remove the toxins. It's time to love. It's time to meet people that vibrate on your frequency. Like I met Robin yesterday, who has now taught me something else. And now I see that, damn, anybody can vibrate, whether they are white or black. Anybody can show you divine and ultimate understanding, which is love, whether they are white or black. And I have topics and conversations about racism with people every day. Ugh, the connection. But I have conversations with people I know about racism every day. I have conversations with like I said, with my people about racism every day. And even in those conversations, I had the divine understanding. But how I would approach it, I would just say, yo, listen, we just have to ignore the racism and continue on what we're doing. Now I see that it's not real. And if everybody continued to ignore it, it would die. If nobody gave racism their energy, it would die. It wouldn't be here anymore. Much like everything else. If we don't give that hurricane our energy, it will die. Believe me, it can't flourish without us. We have so much power. And I felt Robin's energy through this phone talking to me. Robin was talking about he got to get out of where he's at and get closer to the equator so he can get the sun, so he can get the melanin and receive the knowledge he needs to. Robin was talking like maat. Robin looked like maat. Robin was a reflection of maat. So I seen then that racism is not real. This shit is a gimmick to keep us vibrating in our lower selves. And that's really what I want. And I cannot wait, because I'm going to call Robin later today. I cannot wait to build and have a conversation with that European man, with that less melanated being. I cannot wait to have a conversation with my brother, with my family, with that individual who vibrates on my frequency, with that individual who showed me unconditional love and understanding. I cannot wait to have a conversation with him. And while I was watching his video, I said, Robin, and no, I said king. That is the first white man I have ever called a king in my life. And I didn't feel uncomfortable about it. And I don't feel uncomfortable coming to you and telling y'all that. But y'all have to understand why. Robin showed me and displayed every aspect in an individual that I acquire. And not as far as romantically, mentally, all in here. Robin displayed every aspect of an individual, a true divine individual, a true understand. That man right there opened my eyes to racism. We broke a boundary, and I told him that, and I was serious. We broke a boundary. We knocked over mountains with the conversation that him and I had. Racism does not exist. Racism is a manifestation, like all else is a manifestation. But we are in a different time now. Reprogram your mind. We don't have to think how they want us to. Vice versa, and that goes for the white people too. You don't think deep down inside they know that they are not superior, but they have to wear the coat that was given to them, just like us. We know that we are not inferior to anyone, but we have to wear the coat that was given to us. No, we don't got to wear shit. We don't have to wear anything. Take it off. Take the agenda off and begin to be yourself again. Give that love to everybody. Spread that love to everybody. Don't spread hate to anybody. And if, like I said, if hate comes to your front door, close it. Don't open it, matter of fact. Don't even close it. Don't open it. Don't allow negativity around you because it'll pollute your subconscious mind. And we understand how serious that is as well. But what I'm telling y'all is racism is not real. You are encountering people who are living in their lower chakra. They are not racist. They are toxic. They are sick, whether they are white, black, Spanish, or whatever, Hispanic, or whatever else. It does not exist, y'all. Let it die. Let it die. Do not give it power anymore. Let it die. That white boy is a part of my team now. That young king is a part of my team now. That young king is a part of my frequency now. He showed me divine understanding. He showed me that anyone can elevate to the level and ascend to the level in which I'm elevating and ascending to. He showed me that. I told you I watched this video and listened to this boy and I started to see myself. I just kept smiling on the other side of the phone because I'm like, oh my gosh. He sounds just like me. It is frequencies. And don't get discouraged or angry when you do see that racism is a real manifestation. Racism, it is a real manifestation, but it's not real. People who are racist don't really love themselves at all, because if they did, they would understand. People who are racist are hate-filled. It has nothing to do with you. They are filled with hate. Do not take it personal. It has nothing to do with you. You are not the lesser. It has nothing to do with the whole sequence of them as well. Just that one. Just that one. If you ate one bad strawberry, you gonna throw the rest of the strawberries away? Hell no. You gonna keep eating to see, right or wrong. If you ate one bad strawberry and it didn't taste the way you wanted it to taste, would you throw the whole carton of strawberries away? Absolutely not. You would continue to explore. You would continue to explore. It is the same concept. Because you meet one bad person, do not damn the whole cluster of people. Continue to learn and explore. That strawberry was just bad. That one person was just bad. That one person is vibrating on a low frequency. But that doesn't mean all of them are. And my phone is dying, y'all. So I have to end this live video. We had many trials and tribulations, but I love myself. Good morning to everybody who tuned in. I love you guys as well. I practice what I preach. Apply this knowledge, y'all, and live a happy life. Live a happy life. Don't allow anyone to make you feel like the lesser, nor should you allow yourself to throw titles and labels and everything on people that you don't know. Okay? Peace, reflections.